Americans are watching voting in the New Hampshire primary tonight. Polls closed not long ago, and news outlets such as the Associated Press and NBC were quick to project former President Donald Trump as the winner, beating former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, setting Trump on the path to being the Republican presidential candidate. Jackson Proskow is keeping an eye on it in Concord, New Hampshire. Jackson, Trump has steamrolled over all his other rivals. Is Nikki Haley still in it?
Well, Donna, look, it's no surprise that Donald Trump won New Hampshire, but what is a surprise here is how narrow the margin is. Trump's team was projecting a 20 or 30-point spread here. It looks like it might only be single digits separating the only two major candidates left in the race. And that is good news for Nikki Haley, who is resisting any calls to drop out. And tonight she says she's in it to win it, pushing through to the next primary in her home state of South Carolina and through the campaign after that. She says she needs to stick around to give Republican voters some sort of alternative to Trump.
This race is far from over. There are dozens of states left to go. And the next one is my sweet state of South Carolina.
So, Jackson, she is still upbeat. But can you help Canadians understand why Donald Trump, who we know faces multiple legal battles, who constantly says false and misleading things, who attempted to overturn the results of the presidential election that he lost, why he has such a lock on the Republican Party?
Yeah, I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to people looking in from the outside, and any other candidate in Trump's predicament would probably be considered way too damaged for voters to even consider them. That is not Donald Trump, though. I mean, his lock on the party is rock solid. I was speaking with voters today who told me that they recognize that Nikki Haley is probably the better candidate to beat Joe Biden, but they just can't bring themselves to turn away from Donald Trump. In some sense, there's a cult of personality around Donald Trump that just seems to suck in everyone around him, even people who have their doubts. And I think, Donna, what we've seen here is that there is no sense that people are willing to turn on Trump. There is polling out there that suggests even if Trump is ultimately convicted of one of these multiple criminal offenses, that his supporters will still stand by him and even think he could run the country from behind bars.
Yeah, a lot to take in before November's presidential election. Jackson Proskow in Concord, New Hampshire tonight. Thanks.